Thank you, Deputy Presiding Officer. On our current trajectory, the planet is heading for life-threatening temperature increases of 2.6 to 3.1 degrees by the end of this century. Climate breakdown is already upon us, and my constituents in the North East are experiencing it in real time. Prolonged drought, record wildfires, violent storms. The damage and destruction only seems to increase year on year. Yet it is in this context that the Scottish Government chose to pull its heat and buildings bill, chose to scrap its car kilometre reduction target, and chose to ditch its legally binding greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 target. Why on earth, and at a time like this? Not because it had to, not because it couldn't be done, but because of its own inaction year after year after year for 18 long years. That's why we're debating the setting of carbon budgets today. But with scant detail or much of a plan from the SNP, it will be cold comfort to those on the sharp end of climate change in my region. Presiding Officer, we know that domestic and commercial energy use, including heating, accounts for 20% of Scotland's emissions. Indeed, the UK spends more money on wasted domestic heating than any other country in Western Europe. Inefficient boilers, combined with poorly insulated walls and roofs, cost us a fortune in energy bills. Meanwhile, some rogue operators are going around cashing in by flogging inappropriate insulating so-called solutions which cause havoc in old buildings, leading to damp and mould and costly repairs. But there is another way. A national retrofit plan to reduce our reliance on imported gas and create thousands of well-paid, unionised jobs in construction, in manufacturing and in fitting. Builders, plumbers, joiners, all trained and deployed here in Scotland. And that's not all. The second largest emitting sector, with almost 20% of Scotland's emissions, is agriculture. Food production is absolutely essential to our nation and to my region, but it doesn't have to cost the earth. It's possible to balance the land needs of crops, livestock and wildlife and reap the benefits of them all by promoting climate and nature-friendly farming, by breaking up land monopolies and by supporting smallholdings, tenant farms and crofts. There can be a farming revolution where farming enhances nature and we're all the better off for it. But there's yet still more that we can do. The nationalisation of ScotRail in 2022 was our chance to make a real difference for Scotland's energy transition. But the SNP government are missing this opportunity, throwing away a chance to decarbonise transport while creating a reliable, affordable public service. Labour want a clean... I'm afraid I don't have time. Labour want a clean, green, electrified rail network that drives down emissions and gets people out of traffic, out of pollution and into work. The Scottish Government can and must do more to encourage a society-wide modal shift from road to rail, both for passengers and freight, to keep pace with these ambitious carbon budgets and emissions reductions targets. We must accelerate the electrification and decarbonisation of Scotland's railways. Whether in home heating, agriculture or transport, these are devolved areas where we have the power here in Scotland to make a change for the better. So whether it's through climate targets or carbon budgets, what we need is action, and my constituents need a government that will tackle it head-on, not after the election, not in 5 years' time, but right here, right now, before it's too late.